Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.
Hi, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Hurst. I'm so happy to be with you tonight, and we have some awesome information to get out to you. Great opportunity for the community to get involved. Once again, we have such a wonderful community, and we always are helping out each other. And I am very pleased to be joined by my special guest, Barb Johnston, and she's going to tell us all about a wonderful service project that the community has the opportunity to participate in. Welcome.
Welcome yourself.
Thank you so much.
Pleased to be here. Sorry.
I like to be welcomed too. Thank you for joining me. I'm super excited to talk about this project with you. We were talking before the segment, and I learned a little bit about it, and I'm really excited, and it's been around for a while.
About 4 years.
Yeah.
About 4 or 5 years.
And it's not limited. Like it's a project that everyone has the opportunity to do something. Like
correct.
Whether you have an hour a month or whether you have 10 hours a month, whatever you can do. And this is something that everybody can participate in. So let's tell everybody about it. So it is called the community service. It's a community service project called Students in Need Program. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I am one of the volunteers that started several years back doing hats for the students in need. I think almost everyone in the community knows Linda Fitzgibbons, who's with our school system. She is the staff person that takes care of all the different programs and needs of our students. I and others in the community that have time to volunteer and support them, we do things like making hats. It sounds funny, but in the wintertime, it's cold, especially when our kids go out to school first thing in the morning. We can use 500 hats and scarves. And there's many, many people that like to sit home, knit, crochet, loom, whatever method you would like, you can do and then donate for the students in our local school system. Any color? Because students go from pre-K to seniors in high school. So anything goes. You know kids, they like colors you may not like. They like the hats with 20 different colors. If you're someone like me that's done some project and you've got, well, a little more than a golf ball, but a lemon-sized ball of yarn, you just put them all together and have like Fruit Loops. You know, it's a hat that there's no two alike ever.
That's awesome. And there's there's more stuff. It's not just hats.
It's not.
So if someone sews, I see you brought a sample.
We did. We call these ditty bags. They're very simple little bags that it's got a drawstring. And these are made primarily from what's called a fat quarter. This is a small piece of fabric, approximately 18 by 22, but it doesn't have to be exactly this size. And again, any color or print that's suitable for students. This is one bag. There again, we need 500, but it's not matching. It's not difficult like quilting. You do 3 simple seams and then you put the string through. If you have fabric and wish to cut it and donate it because you no longer sew, we'll get someone to sew it up. If you like to sew but can't quite get the ribbon through, we've got people that just sit and put ribbons through. So it's kind of a combination of things, again, to assist our students. Because any little gesture we can do for them so they have a good day in school helps.
And the less they're worrying about some of these things, the more they can focus on their schoolwork.
Correct. And then the bags are filled with personal care items, depending on the age of the student. Now, we're not going to give someone in pre-K deodorant and shaving cream. However, the older students need that. Mm-hmm. And we also need items for our older young ladies and their personal care needs and feminine hygiene needs. And they also can go on these bags and no one knows. Mm-hmm. You know, you need some privacy.
Right.
And again, like I said, any color and print imaginable. As long as we want them washable. We like to be able to tell the students they're washable.
Because they can wash them, you know, anywhere. They can wash
Yeah.
them at school. They can wash them anywhere.
Right.
And then they're more durable.
Right. Well, they hold up a little better than the plastic bags. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the plastic bags do work from Smith's and Albertsons and Walmart, but these hold up a little better.
It's nicer.
It's nicer.
Yeah.
It's more like a little gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a lot, but it's just a little something. And to me, there's so many people in our community that can help and want to help. They just don't know how to help.
Mm-hmm. And so what if somebody like before the show, we're sitting here talking and I'm like, you know what? I have a stack of fabric from when my grandma used to sew my mom's clothes, and it's still like perfectly good fabric, really cool designs. So I've got a stack of fabric. And so if you at home, if you have, you know, like an old sewing box that has, you know,
sewing notions we also need.
like needles and threads and ribbons and, you know, all these things. If you have some of that, and I mean, you can help in any way, small,
Correct.
any small, anything small. Or if you are at the store, you realize, you bought, there was a sale and you bought 4 toothpastes, you know, and you don't need them. They're going to sit in there or, you know, extra deodorant or whatever.
Correct.
You can donate that too.
In the summer when you're traveling, you save all those hotel and motel samples if you can. I mean, there's a lot of people that need them, but to me, our students, they're kind of on the top of my list just because they need the help. And I look back and think, my sons were blessed, or we were blessed. My husband had a job that could support us. We weren't in need, but there's so many that are in need. And little things. We're not asking anyone to say, all right, sponsor 500 bags. We need $400 or $500 to go to the store and buy all brand new fabric. We don't need that. If you can buy a small sample of a personal hygiene item, or these small pieces of fabric, you can get them at Walmart for $1.50, $2. You know, and sometimes they even have better sales on bigger, you know, yardage of fabric, and, you know, we can always cut them to fit. And then in the fall, we do have one community sewing day, but it's not enough to get all of the bags. And we make 500 pillowcases also for the students. That's our goal.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's a big undertaking, and we just need some help. Some of the volunteers have moved. Some are no longer to do as much, and we just need a few more helping hands throughout the year to make it all possible.
So if you crochet or sew,
Knit, loom. There's a way to loom hats. They're like on a round form, and you just go round.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I think I've
That's
seen
very
that.
easy. Very
Okay.
easy. Very easy.
All right.
Yeah.
And so if somebody wanted to donate this stuff, where are we going to bring it?
To the Nye County Coalition, and have your bag or box marked for students in need. And then that gets to Linda Fitzgibbon's office, and she calls me to pick it up when she has it.
Okay. And part of the program, I'm just going to give a quick, is the McKinley-Vento program through the schools. And so some of it's funded, but as many programs around the world,
certain things, but not everything.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing more and more in the world, you know, communities just coming together and helping each other. And I know that the 16 years I've been here, I've seen so many of that. I mean, so many times that has happened. And it's just amazing. It's just so wonderful. Everybody comes together, and no amount of help, or, you know, even if you think, oh, well, this isn't enough, it is enough. Even if it's something little, you're contributing, and you have
all the littles add up.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, it's awesome. And so if they want to volunteer, so the volunteers are going to call you. Is your number up? There we go.
Yes.
I think we had it up a couple minutes ago, too.
I do have an answering machine. I know some people don't like them, but it's there all the time, because sometimes I'm running around after a granddaughter we watch all week.
She's a doll.
And she loves to sew. She gets her stool out, and she knows one fingertip, follow the fabric along.
All right. So I'm a big promoter of like having, people spending time and family time. So I'm thinking now this is a great opportunity for, youth in your family, a grandchild, a child, that you can sit and have family time and say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to sew this ditty bag. And they learn something, and it's something that they can do that's really going to help.
And it's very, very simple. You're not matching. It's not like a quilt. It doesn't have to match. It has to be sewn so the seams stay.
Right, it has to be durable.
It's an introduction to sewing. Who knows what can come of it? Someone could learn
That's
this
awesome.
and go onward to be a world-renowned designer. And like Brooklyn,
That's awesome.
Brooklyn's only 3, and she sits and pulls my yarn when I'm knitting.
She's a doll.
She just pulls, and I'm a helper. And yes, she is a helper.
And she's contributing.
Yes.
So
And I
no
think
matter what it is.
we need to teach children to volunteer. Not a lot, but she knows she's helping, and she goes, some grandmas know make hats. So she knows her grandma makes a lot of hats.
Yes, that's awesome. So we have about 2 minutes left. So I just want to recap. So Linda Fitzgibbons, if you know her through the school district, and I think she keeps track pretty good if there is a child in need.
Yes, she does all of that. We, as volunteers, don't see the children. We drop everything off. It is all distributed through the school system because of privacy and everything.
Yeah, that's great.
We just know it's going to someone in need in our community, a child, a student that's getting help. A little bit of help goes a long way.
That's awesome. And it's Students in Need program. Drop your stuff off at the coalition. Label the bag, Students in Need program, or like SNP program or something. Something Students in Need, so they know that it's going to the right person, or Linda's Students in Need program. You can call Barb if you want to volunteer. There's her number. Thank you, Noah. We just have 1 minute. And so fabrics, sewing notions, yarn, personal care items, feminine
Sewing
items.
machines. We have a lot of people that know how to sew that no longer have a machine.
Yeah, sewing machines. That's a good one. Because there is a lot of people with sewing machines that need to learn how to use them. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you ever so much for having me.
And what a great opportunity for the community to come together once again. And thank you, and good luck with the project. And I hope it goes very well. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.